the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time moves on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Me too, Henry. I prefer princesses that don't show up empty-handed. Okay, so that's a shade the squad are throwing. All right, so the retweet doesn't have any comments. There's that. Let's go into the retweet. That's Henry VIII. I prefer princesses that don't show up empty-handed. So that's throwing a shade to the Left Behind royals. When they go, one instance is, I think I have the video, when they went to a Ukraine organization or shelter. I don't know if it's a shelter. Whatever the place was that helped Ukrainians, okay, during the war, they went there empty-handed. One of the things that they say is that they give smile and, you know, that should help.
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes it's that's more than financial.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So, you know.
But there's Meghan going and she's bringing stuff. Okay. Oh, there's the video. I put it there. That was January 16. Oh, well, yesterday. You mean to tell me a little smile here and there, that support, I put that in quote by the way, so you know, doesn't cut it, LOL. So there's the video. Let's listen to it. I'm not even gonna go to that. It's back in 2022. Listen.
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes it's that's more than financial.
Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So
oh my goodness.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so this looked like something I covered already. I'm not gonna go through that. Is she even a princess anymore? And there's me here. Is Prince Harry still a prince? Dummy. Okay, so this is Archie birth certificate and the receipt. All right. So let's go to the next tweet. I feel like I went over it already. They always come out. Oh, is she this? Is she that? They still married. Okay. So there's a lot of videos on this here. This is an appreciation tweet for Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, who has been advocating and giving back to others studying at an early age. She was advocating when she didn't have a large platform. She is a proactive woman. Okay, so this is the first one. That's when she was at school or something. 2 minutes and 6 seconds.
First time little Meghan Markle was on TV, and she was a firecracker even at age 11.
I don't think it's right for kids to grow up thinking these things, that just mom does everything.
For a social studies assignment way back in elementary school in Los Angeles, Meghan and her classmates were asked to watch some commercials and assess their messages.
Recommended by more doctors, pharmacists, and Dr. Mom.
It's always mom does this and mom does that.
In particular, a commercial for Ivory dishwashing liquid caught her attention because it used the word women.
Women are fighting greasy pots and pans.
And I said, wait a minute, how could somebody say that?
Even back then, Meghan struck everyone with her easy charm and intelligence.
Just about 1 out of every 3 commercials is gonna say something that's gonna hurt somebody's feelings.
So Meghan took pen in hand and wrote a letter to Procter & Gamble. And just look at that penmanship.
So I was wondering if you would be able to change your commercial to people all over America.
Here's the shocker. The company actually changed the commercial to say people, not women.
The gloves are coming off. People are fighting greasy pots and pans with Ivory Clear.
What Meghan did landed her on the cable show Nick News in 1993, hosted by Linda Ellerby.
It was absolutely clear that this young woman was strong in her beliefs. It didn't matter if she was 11 years old. She believed in women, she believed in her own power, and she wasn't afraid to reach out and say, I want my power, I want my rights.
Good evening.
Many years later, Meghan spoke about the Ivory dishwashing liquid commercial.
Pat, by standing up for equality.
Back in 1993, Meghan had these words of advice for fellow kids across America.
If you see something that you don't like or offended by on television or any other place, write letters and send them to the right people, and you can really make a difference for not just yourself, but lots of other people.
Okay, so this is the next one. Oh.
You deal with me on today, which is World Water Day.
That's right.
Yeah, great to have you here.
Good to be here. Thank you.
You know, you go to a place like Rwanda, you see this firsthand, and you realize just what is at stake for these people not having access to clean drinking water, something in North America we all take for granted.
Completely, and I think that's part of, the consciousness that we're trying to talk about today is the little things that we do in our day-to-day. You forget about it when you're brushing your teeth and maybe you let the faucet run, or, take a longer shower. All those little creature comforts that we don't realize is so sacred to these people who don't have access to it. And for me, the biggest takeaway is that it's not just about health and wellness, but, young women are walking hours a day to try to source clean water. That keeps them from getting an education. It keeps them out of school. So, the access to clean water affects so much more than we think about in our day-to-day.
Why did you want to get involved in this project, this specific project?
This specific project I was drawn to because World Vision is an organization I've been connected to. I had sponsored a child from them years ago, so I was really aware of the good work they were doing. But also, this specific watercolor campaign was about not just looking at the water source, but taking well water and then teaching the children how to paint with watercolors. And they all painted what they want to be when they grow up. So for me to be able to take a topic that I think we've all sort of heard about over the years, but to put a different spin on it, to see water not just as a life source, but as a means for creative imagination, for what it can really give these children access to on a broader level, was really inspiring to me.
You must have met so many different people that really touched you in so many different ways.
Okay, so there's more. And the other thing as well, as she speaks, she's talking based on experience, not secondhand, from experience. Especially that picture at the end. You see her with the kids, and when she was in the school, on the field, trying to, she's talking from experience. So this is the next one.
And this was no isolated act of kindness.
Okay, this part has a music. I'm gonna have to try to manipulate it in a way because due to copyright. So I'm reading these two tweets below here. This person tagged Justine Bateman and Meghan McCain. Enjoy watching these videos. Literally tag them to learn more about Meghan. Well done, Meghan. So back to this. There's some music. I'm gonna have to manipulate it in a way.
Meghan's desire to help people took her onto the streets of Los Angeles to work with the homeless, often at great personal risk.
She volunteered for quite a long time at a kitchen on Skid Row. She continued long after her hours of service requirement was fulfilled, and she continued on through her senior year as well.
That reminds me where she said, oops, she stayed longer than the time that was required of her. There was a story that came from the UK when Meghan was a working royal. One of the people who was working there, she said her position was to be at the door and things like that. But when Meghan came, Meghan greeted the people who were making, who she was dealing with, who was actually doing the work, and then she stayed a little bit later to do whatever. I think I shared this video somewhere with you. It's someone from the UK who posted that it through a video, or audio, or podcast or something. So that's what that remind me. I'm not even explaining it properly, but anyway, let's continue.
20 years on from when Meghan helped on these streets in downtown LA, the homeless situation has reached epidemic proportions.
It's unconscionable, it's immoral, but currently in this 50 square block area are 5,000 people living on the streets.
And here today, busier than ever, is the soup kitchen where Meghan volunteered. Every day they can feed up to 1,000 people who might otherwise starve. And for the very first time, the project's director talks of the young high school student who came to help the homeless.
I remember her, and her teacher would bring her down. She would come with her religion teacher and do what everyone else was doing. She's a beautiful woman, and you can't forget her faith. But I didn't know the status until I heard it on the news that she was marrying Prince. It was like, oh my gosh, someone I know is royalty.
Before her royal philanthropy, Meghan volunteered at St. Felix Center, feeding the hungry. Meghan Markle herself was actually in this kitchen working.
This very same kitchen.
Meghan started volunteering after a referral from a friend. She began donating leftover food from the set of Suits.
That Thanksgiving donated all the items for the Thanksgiving meal.
She would bring in enough food and groceries to feed over 100 people.
Yeah, all the turkeys and the fixing.
Wow. Okay, so there's more here. This is what drives Harry. This is what caught Harry. And it's like, oh my God, this is what I want to do. And there's someone on the other side of this planet who's doing the same thing and is opposite sex. And then she's beautiful. She got to be mine. This is the thing these people don't understand. Meghan has been doing it. And I've said this before. When he was looking through the IG profile of Meghan, seeing the things that during their first date, when they were talking about things that she did, everything could be confirmed through her IG profile. And that's one of the reasons they made her close it. They made her close that these people are evil. But at least Harry got to see it before these people knew about her dating him. But let's continue. This is the last video.
Listen to all the noise out there and you just focus on living a purpose-driven life and you focus on knowing what your own moral compass is, there are always going to be naysayers. But at the end of the day, I used to have a quote up in my room many, many moons ago, and it resonates now perhaps more than ever when you see the vitriol and noise that can be out in the world.
First, Harry have said something in the Obama Foundation that because of the work that he's doing, you could be surrounded by negativity sometimes.
I think without, I mean, I've been a pessimist many times because of the work that we end up doing. You can be surrounded by negativity sometimes.
And there's Meghan saying it here in a different way with the naysayers. Second, the second thing that came to mind, if I don't stop the video to say it and I wait at the end, I'm gonna forget, is that now she's taking her own advice that she is saying in this video clip here. Focus, work driven, and remain focused. So this is what she's doing right now. Focus and avoid the noise. All right, so let's continue.
And it's by Georgia O'Keeffe, and it's I've already settled it for myself. So flattery and criticism go down the same drain, and I am quite free. And the moment that you are able to be liberated from all of these other opinions of what you know to be true, then I think it's very easy to just live with truth and live with authenticity, and that's how I choose to move through the world.
That's it. Okay, so everything else is playing over. There's probably more comments, but I'm just gonna stop here. All right, let's read this one here. Yes, she isn't new to giving and supporting others in need. Why there are people attacking and criticizing her humanitarian work. She loved her job. She's done advocating and giving support to others. Well done, Meghan. One love. Team Meghan. Okay, so these, let's see here before I black. All right. So black laughing. I mean, the lack of understanding and sensitivity with these people is unbelievable. I shared this video already. Wow, Meghan is, there's the heart here. Thank you for the compilation that proves she's been doing this before having a platform. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. And if, for instance, like I rushed through the comments on that particular tweet, if you guys are making reference to any of the videos, agree, disagree, or want me to go back to something, because some of you are not on Twitter, okay? This is why my channel is here. Some of you are not on Twitter. Put the timestamp. The timestamp is very critical. The other day I was reading a comment. Someone said something very interesting. And only if the person had put the timestamp so I could listen to myself what I said and that particular thing she was making reference to, I would have, continued the conversation with her. There was no timestamp. Please put timestamp. All right, so this is the next tweet, I believe. Yes, Meghan, the queen of philanthropy. Okay, so a lot of the squad were putting this out, the queen of philanthropy, in some of the tweets. Okay, so there's a picture of Meghan. There's hashtags. The one and only, the Queen of Philanthropy, Princess Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, Archwell Foundation. This is HRH, the Princess and future Queen of Britain. This one is a shade, especially the Queen of Britain thing here, that probably drives some derangers crazy. But so far, there's no comment below it. Okay, so there's no more comment. Let's go to the next tweet. There it is again, Queen of Philanthropy. That's going to have some people in their fields tonight. That's for sure. Are there any comments? There's GIF. There's that. I'm donating containers for the Rangers' tears. Look at the people's her. Do they look impressed to see her? There's the laugh here. I don't know. People. Anyway, there's that. That's an ad. 100% genuine goodness is threatened to those at the opposite end of the moral spectrum. That's for sure. Okay, Harry was fully aware of this because of the work he ended up doing. You could be surrounded by negativity sometime. There it is. It's being played here. They're doing good work. And the naysayers, the negativity, are full blast. Okay, scandal of Prince William. Okay, so there's all of that. You could pause and read this. Okay, I don't want to go into that thing. I love that she doesn't give a F about the hateful backlash. It did not stop her spirit. The strength this woman has is God tier. God tier. Okay, I hope I pronounce it correctly. God tier. The next level, the highest. Okay, we continue to pray for her. To the Queen of Philanthropy, long may she reign. Okay. She has such a beautiful soul. I'm so glad the a-hole critics didn't get her down. And Zenku Kitchen with their garlic spread is delicious. Yes, it is. So I'll share it. Make sure they see it. Indeed, she is. There's all of that. That's a ad. Amen. Why does she still look like her 11-year-old self here? So cute. Queen Meghan is already on the way, and that's why they start with Philanthropy's queen. Okay, there's the laugh here. Or the other people watching and waiting to get a photo with okay, dear, oh dear. Alright, so let's get this one out of the way. Again, let's just black. Keep on circling. Okay, so couple of them are there. Queen P, or you mean she's doing the work. People who need the help appreciate her work, her volunteering. Okay, Meghan is the queen of philanthropic. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The negativities, the hate, the unnecessary noises, they come full blast. Whew, my goodness. Next tweet. So, okay, so there's another set of things here. I think 2 images and 2, I think this is a video. With bated breath, we await the March 4th premiere of Meghan with love. Princess Meghan, in support of her beloved LA, delayed the launch of her Netflix show to focus on helping her hometown. We love you, Meghan Markle. All right, so this is images when during the pandemic. All right, went to volunteer. I think it was Felix Project.
Prince Harry and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, right?
Yeah, and she has her new Netflix show that is released in just a few more days.
Just Meghan, though. That's all. She just goes by Meghan on Instagram.
They changed that. I covered that. What is it on IG? When she first put it, she just put the word Meghan, just her name Meghan, and then later, couple hours later, or could be a couple minutes later, she changed it to Meghan, Duchess of Sussex. All right, and the launch of her new Netflix has been postponed. Okay, I believe March 4th or something. Let's continue.
Graham, she's doing her own thing.
Yeah,
but she was clearly out there with Prince Harry tonight.
Our Fox 11 camera captured the Duke and Duchess of Sussex on the convention center grounds. Here's that moment, and that is the mayor of Pasadena, Victor Gordo. Alongside, there he is. She's giving him a hug right now. This is celebrity chef Jose Andres. California First partner Jennifer Siebel Newsom. She also visited this same site to help volunteers. She says people are coming together to help LA County recover.
We're going to be in this for a while, but we're going to get through and see.
Okay, so there's Harry's shoulder right there. He has his mask on. Nobody was paying attention to him. And Meghan, who's a little bit in front of him, further in that corner. Okay, the focus was on the First Lady. Nobody was paying attention to anyone next to the First Lady. All right, so let's continue.
All of the volunteerism and people coming together, we're going to get through. And I have a lot of hope and optimism. It's going to be hard, but we have each other. There's this beautiful California energy and spirit that's just blossoming, and people are finding each other, and they're there for each other.
Okay, so there they are here. There's Meghan right here. There's Harry right here. Okay, nobody pay attention to them. They were just doing the thing, working.
Volunteers and the Red Cross are providing food, water, and supplies. Newsom is, of course, the wife of
Okay, it's playing over. Oh, no, it's continue.
Gavin Newsom. At last count, more than 800 evacuees were seeking services at the center there.
There's Meghan right there.
Well.
Let me move it back slightly. That was Meghan right there. Right there. Nobody pay attention to her. And then this is the mayor right next to Meghan. And there's Harry in the back talking to whoever's in the truck of Well Central Kitchen. All right, doing that thing. Nobody pay attention. The cameraman, nobody.
There, and that's Josh Friday as well. He's the chief
service officer for California, who runs the organization called California Volunteers. He called into our coverage late at night the other night, saying about different ways that people can volunteer, and that's part of the efforts here, trying to get people out to help others. He says the biggest way also a lot of people can help right now is really to donate to worthy organizations like the American Red Cross.
All right, we're approaching the...
All right, so let's see the next one.
Meghan and Harry came and visited us. Donations have gone up. Volunteers have called asking if they could help. And just the excitement of this organization has reached, these new heights. They have really brightened up the spirits of our clients. Now, if the client recognized them in the moment or later, it still is something very special to them. I talked to one of the clients. He called up and said, "Thank you for sending Harry and Meghan to my house." He said, "I live in Section 8 housing. I've had HIV for 30 years, and it's a challenging time. And they brightened up my day. And they give me something to talk about." And he said he talked to Harry and told Harry that he likes hamburgers and fries. And Harry told him, "It's not good for you." He's going to remember that. He's going to remember, Harry told me hamburgers and fries aren't good for me. One little visit, a few moments of interaction is really making a difference in a lot of lives.
Okay, so that's that. Let's see some of the comments. Okay, she really does good work for others. Let's pause this. Not only from the heart, but from her spirit. But there is so much money and hating her. It angers me that that's okay. She is such a strong person to endure this and still thrive, which they hate. Yeah, this is the thing so many people are witnessing now. All right, there's one comment underneath it. Right, and yet, who is the person who radiates genuine happiness? Right, our love. Okay, so that's an ad. Let's go back. And nobody knew that Harry and Meghan standing beside governor's wife when the original footage was filmed. Guess whose soliloquy on assisting disaster victims start with the I word? I started this to help girls affected specifically by the Eaton Canyon fire who lost their homes feel like themselves and feel confident again. They've lost everything and I want them to feel a sense of normalcy. Okay, so that's that. Let's go to the next tweet. And is that my last one? No, I have one more after this. Okay, so there's this. What a legacy, what a woman. May God continue to protect and guide you, Meghan Markle. Your heart is in the right place, serving and uplifting others in their time of need. All right, so there's that here. Life is about putting others' needs above your own fears. Meghan Markle reveals her volunteering at a Skid Row soup kitchen when she was a terrified 13-year-old changed her life. Okay. Genuine goodness is threatened to those at the opposite end of the moral spectrum. Yeah, Charles Spencer, that's true. Okay, there's no comment. All right, so this is extra. Okay. I shared a TikTok video of her before. Is that the same one? I think this is different. Let me add it to the list. I had one more tweet left to share with you, but let's do this one first before the last one that I have. Okay, so I just add this to the list. This lady is spot on. There's the ear here, so listen. All right, let's see here.
Okay, somebody needs to explain this to me, because why does this woman, Jennifer Garner, get all the praise for the wildfires? And then people dunk on her. The girl is always doing charity. She's always donating to charities. You guys are coming at her because her Netflix special wasn't shot at her house. Pretty much no celebrity shoots at their actual house. I hate to break it to you, it's a security risk. The UK foreign press works for Kate Middleton and Prince William, and they put out hit pieces against this woman all the time to drum up a feud. But guys, someone donating to charity and showing up to a wildfire to help out is the good guy. Pay attention. I don't know why people dunk on this woman. And insiders tell me she's a pleasure to work with. I've never heard anyone who works with her say a bad thing. You guys have the wrong take on this one.
Okay, so this is the same video that I have shared on a past video that I did already. Okay, so I'll just leave it for the sake of this video. Bruce Willis, Halle Berry, Paris Hilton, Eva Longoria, and now Angela Jolie have been out helping and donating as well. And I'm so glad Meghan has kept going. Okay, yes. Okay, so this is news to me. I don't know. Bruce, did they say Bruce Willis? Now Angela Jolie. Yeah, Bruce Willis. Doesn't he has dementia or something? Let me pause. Let me search that. There's some stuff that's going with Bruce Willis, right? Let me pause and let me look it up. Okay, so what I type on Google is, okay, what is the health status of Bruce Willis? And Google says Bruce Willis' health status is stable, but he has frontotemporal dementia, a degenerative brain disease that affected communication and behavior. So I don't know. I'm not a doctor to say in terms of how, which spectrum he's in, if he could even go and help people. Okay, Willis was diagnosed with aphasia in March 2022. His family announced in February 2023 that I might pronounce it right, aphasia had progressed to FTD. These are medical terms I'm not aware of. Okay, so you could pause and read, because if someone has some health issue, I do not see how he will go and help, because someone who is, who has health issues, you don't want him to go, even, to become a burdensome to the people who's helping other people. Okay, he might be a burden to other people while they're trying to help a vast. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, I'm not trying to put him down, but I'm just saying. Anyway, so let's go to the next tweet. I don't know if I explained it correctly, but I don't mean it in a wrong way. It's almost like someone who is sick and then go and help somebody, and then while they helping somebody, and then they fall, and because of their illnesses, they fall and hurt themselves. Now they become a problem to other people as well. That's what I mean by that. And I still don't think I explained it well, but you make whatever you want. Okay, next tweet. Brits, quote, Meghan Markle is out of touch. Also, Brits, this is just to show you, there's Meghan doing things, but yet there's these people in gold carriages, okay, taking taxpayers' money, but they don't see that. This is the confusion that they're trying to show people. They don't talk about themselves, the money that they're taking, their gold carriages, all the inequalities that they're doing, but yet they want you to focus on someone who's doing something to help the vast. Meanwhile, when you compare the amount of, in terms of wealth that Harry and Meghan have in comparison to the royal family, it's nothing. It's like a small little dent. But they have the mean, the royal family, have the mean to help people. I mean, I'm not saying for them to take all of their money to go help people in another country, because their own home country are going through some stuff as well. But they're not helping the way they should. I think in my last video, or the video prior, where he went to a soup kitchen, and I'm like, all of a sudden, I mean, it's good that he goes. Hopefully he brings some money, food, or whatever to help the charity. But usually when these people go places, they go empty-handed. Oh my God. Let me read some of the comment. Is that all gold? Someone responded and said yes. Okay, or nah. Make it make sense. Also, the queen, shaking my head. Baggage forgot, that's all. Some Brits, yes, but most of us are sane and are here supporting Meghan every day. Call out royal family snakes and scum of the earth British media and their deranged followers by all means. There's the thumbs up. I bet it smells crazy in there. Nothing but tooth decay and filth. Okay. Let me leave that alone. All right, a state of occasion, the coronation, the first one in over 60 years. Not exactly your everyday form of transportation for these two, but tens of millions watch on TV. Okay, whatever, but a money that they need to spend. Okay, what is it when, is it the Netherlands? When the queen that stepped down and allow her son to come to the throne, and who's married to the Aussie. Let's make comparison. First, let me find out the name of the country. I'm always confusing with Netherlands. Okay, I guess it's Dutch. Because with the Invictus, the Invictus went to the Netherlands. So I guess the Dutch. Or do they make them the same? Let me look it up. I'm confusing myself now. They're the same. The Netherlands and Dutch, the same. Okay, this is why I wrote Dutch King, and it shows there's the Netherlands. Okay, so what was the other country? All right, let me find out again. I told you I was confusing myself. Oh my God, Google is messing with me. I have to laugh at this. And I type, which country the Queen stepped down? How the hell they showing me Queen Elizabeth? She didn't. She died. But that's not. I'm looking for the country where the Queen. Okay, I know what to ask now. Let me pause again. I had to share that. It's kind of funny though. I mean, why would Google give me this? I said, which country the king's wife is from? Australia. I know what I'm talking about. I just don't remember the name of the country. And I got confused with Netherlands and Dutch, which is the same thing. I knew it was the same, but I got confused for some reason. So why are they showing me this horse and Princess Diana? Okay, so the thing is below. Okay, they should have focused on the one below. Queen Mary of Denmark. That's the one I'm talking about. Her. Okay. Denmark. So now the connection. How much the coronation for the King of Denmark? That's the next question. All I needed was the name of the country and then compare it to the UK's coronation. Now let me pause again. Okay, so my question to Google is, how much was the coronation for the King of Denmark? The coronation of King Frederik X of Denmark, which followed Queen Margaret II's abdication, okay, so she stepped down in January of 2024, did not involve a large-scale coronation ceremony or significant public expenditure comparable to the British coronation. Okay, that was gonna be my next question for Google, if there was a price tag to compare. But they already made it here, but there's no numbers here. Did not involve a large-scale coronation ceremony or significant public expenditure comparable to the British coronation of King Charles III. Okay, so there's more. You could pause and read that. Okay, contrast with the British coronation. The coronation of King Charles III in the United Kingdom involved a significant public event with associated costs estimated at around £72 million. Okay, in essence, the Danish royal family's budget and operational costs are managed through a state disbursement and are not tied to a grand coronation event like the British monarchy. So they didn't have a huge thing, but the UK did. Okay, I went to this all to just get to this spot here, just because I can remember Denmark. I said Dutch. What was the other one? Netherlands. For some reason, I'm always thinking Dutch is the same thing for Denmark, but it's Netherlands. But anyway, so that's that. They pointing fingers. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. While they spending carelessly without any care in the world. Meanwhile, they're taking from the people who need and all of that. But they're pointing finger at someone who's actually helping the people. I mean, when I say evil originate over there in the UK, it's playing right now, full blast. And I'm seeing some hint from other countries. I don't want to name the name. I think there might be some sort of, I saw it once, but I don't want to mention the name of the country unless if I see repeatedly. Then I'll call them out or I'll mention the name. It's another country that, trying to spread negativity about dark skin. All right, so that's that. I think that was my last tweet, right? Yeah, and I read the 2 articles. So that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. Let's do a prayer. Prayer for wisdom. Let's do that. Oops, wisdom. Okay, image, just one. Let's do this. Prayer for wisdom. Lord, please grant me the wisdom to make wise decisions and discern your will in everything. Help me seek your guidance and follow your lead, knowing that your ways are higher than mine. Give me the wisdom to choose the right path, even when difficult, and honor you in all that I do. I pray in Jesus' name, amen. So there's all of that. And the thing, Meghan's school should be very proud. Okay, especially her middle school, Immaculate high school or elementary, wherever she went, right? Was it high school? Immaculate Heart High School. They should be very proud. This is one of their students that doing all of this, and despite all those negativity, okay, she remained true, honest, with herself. That school should be proud of themselves and how they taught their student. The other day, I was doing another video on Happy Team Sussex regarding this guy who's in Congress. Okay, they asked him a question and he couldn't even answer it. And he went to top school, Princeton and Harvard. Okay, I put the logo of that school on the thumbnails. They should be ashamed of themselves. I mean, we cannot blame the school fully for that because many of these people, I don't know. I never went to top universities for me to know. But at least Immaculate Heart High School should be very proud of Meghan and proud of themselves and what they have taught Meghan. Okay? And it is working and it's showing the world the dedication, your foundation, the things that you taught her is being recognized and appreciated by well-minded people. And then the devil is irritating the devils. Okay? So, shout out to Immaculate Heart High School in Los Angeles. And Northwestern should be very proud as well because, you know, she learned those smart things as well. Deal with Spotify and all those deals that she made and all of that. So that's it. Let me stop talking. I need to start editing. Thank you for watching. Okay, so that's it.